Hello and welcome to Tractor Pulling from Herning in Denmark, where today it's the 2.5 ton modifieds. 17 teams from 5 countries in this Eurocup event. Here are the top 10 point scorers. Double Screaming leading the pack from Woody Woodpecker and Luca with Black Power down in 4th place. And first into the arena is Green Spirit the 7th, normally driven by Jeffrey Costagna, but he's just bought a new house back in Holland, so the old man of the team, 45-year-old Peter Direct, is in charge today. He was second with his double Griffin combination Green Spirit the 6th in the 4.5 ton modifieds, but it looks like he's got a problem today. Nope. He gets the red flag from Willem Tamming. 0.15 is all he can manage today. Peter's father doesn't know what's wrong. So it's back to the pits for Green Spirit. 4 young ladies with something on their hearts. As we move on to Black Power with Paul A. Jensen. He's been pulling since 1994. He says it's a tough competition, but the track is good and we're hoping to finish in the top 3. Who are you going to have to watch today? Well, Double Screaming is the big favourite, but Woody Woodpecker from Holland and Le Carrefour from Germany, we plan to beat today. Straight down the middle with no nonsense. Wow, that's a full pull. They've won 12 European Championships, 1 Eurocup, 35 Danish Championships and 5 Nordic Championships. So they are without doubt the most experienced team in Denmark. Paul shaking his head. They've decided that the sledge is too light, so we'll have to pull again with the heavier sledge. Tough luck, Paul. Now here's another Dane, Mads Hansen with Elkjær Metal Boy. It's his 2nd season, and it's an Iveco motor converted to using methanol. And Elkjær Metal Boy makes 89.77. Still experimenting with different combinations, but that was a good pull from Mads Hansen. Now this is Voldsom Volvo with 39-year-old Søren Jacobsen. Lives in Skjern, just close to Paul O. Jensen, and they have a friendly rivalry. Søren is second to Paul in the Danish Championships. It's a Rolls-Royce Griffin, but he has problems with oil leaking into the chambers. Big problems by the look of it. And that's about 10 meters short of a full pull. 89.19 for Voldsom Volvo. That's 58 centimeters less than Elkjær Metal Boy, so no wonder Søren is not looking so happy today. Now from Germany, this is Le Carrefour. Currently 3rd in the Eurocup. They were 2nd in Bonnay and 3rd in Marder.
We hope that's going better than last time. We find a lot of cars, we hope. We have a lot of broken things in the engine, and now we hope it's ready to run. At the start and accurate, we have broken rear axle last week and for 2 weeks, and Putten we have a broken blower clutch, and all one little pieces, but we lose points every run.
So Frank Bartolome from near Osnabrück has had his problems, and he hopes his Rolls-Royce Griffin would do the business today. He's not going to make a full pull. 80.26 for Le Coiffeur. And I guess Frank will have to use his time in the workshop to find a few more horses. That's if he wants to retain third place in the Eurocup and do well in the European Championships, which this year are at Fuchtorf in Germany. Yeah, so that's maybe good, maybe bad. Now this is Museum's Power, and he comes from Norway with Niels Ulmer, the driver. He's 44 years old, comes from near Stavanger, and this is a Packard Marine motor that used to be used in a motor torpedo boat. Got 2 whole set turbos, but down in 13th place in the Eurocup standings. 13, unlucky for some, but maybe Niels Ulmer will get lucky today. Really close to a full pull, 98.73. All who make more than 90 meters can choose to run again and maybe get a full pull, but they'll lose their first score. We'll have to see if Niels feels lucky today. Now from Holland, this is Asterix. 6 small V8 Chevys giving Edwin de Roy about 4,500 horsepower. Edwin's 39 and comes from near Rotterdam, where he's a maintenance engineer. Also into the nervous 90s, 90.82 for Asterix. When they changed the sledge weight after the first pull, perhaps they overcompensated, so after 6, we're still waiting for the first pull. Well, Edwin seems satisfied at least. Now let's see if Peter Direct has sorted out the problems with Green Spirit. They won the Eurocup in 2009 and were 3rd in 2010, but this year they're down in 6th place. The Rolls-Royce Griffon just doesn't want to do it today, and that's a disappointment. Just 7 centimeters. And I'm sure the inquests will continue all the way back to Beervliet in Holland. Now this is De Jong Special, which has 2 Rover Meteor engines with Allison superchargers and is modified to run with methanol. 46-year-old Twong de Jong from Alphen in Holland. He's the man behind the wheel. The Rover's reaching for the sky, and he's got good speed. Could this be our first full pull? Ah, yes indeedy. So De Jong Special setting the standard. The only full pull today so far. Now this is the favourite, Double Screaming from Holland.
On the last 4 events in the Eurocup, we won all 4. So when we do it today, what we have to do, winning or something like that, we are Eurocup champion.
Yeah, you'll be the Eurocup champion today if you win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But is everything ready? Can anything go wrong or?
Yeah, there always can be things wrong because it's a technical sport. You have to do it with engines, and you can have an engine trailer. But I think everything is ready.
Yeah. Any of the competitions that you're looking at, who's dangerous for you?
Black Power is dangerous, Le Coiffeur is dangerous, and the Woody Woodpecker.
It's powered by 2 Brad Anderson Hemis, and the 21-year-old student Barry de Boer is driving. was a full pull and a half to the favourite, and each one of the motors rated at 2,500 horsepower and costs $80,000 each, and that's big bucks. So double screaming into the pull-off final. We'll take a short break, back with more of the pulling later. Welcome back. Now this is the second of the German entries, Green Monster, with 32-year-old Daniel Fischer behind the wheel. It's a single Allison, and they're in 5th place in the standings. Their best result was 4th place at Marder. A bit light at the front, so they're hopping a bit. And into the 90s for Green Monster. 93.63, and I wonder if they'll pull again under the 90-meter rule. We'll see. It's the second tractor in the Green Fighter team, who were 5th in the 4.5-ton modifieds. Yeah, I think Daniel Fischer's determined to pull again. Rocket Science is the next into the arena, from Limburg in the south of Holland. Not had a good Eurocup with breakages. Down in 11th place. It's a DAF truck engine converted to methanol with 3 Holset turbos and a high performance ignition, but that didn't do them any good today. Not a good performance for Jack Stein. 19 meters for Rocket Science, who may get another chance as they stop before the 20-meter mark. Now this is Rob van der Waal from Holland. The Superstock Terminator is also part of the team. He's got a Superstock engine, but he's also had turbo problems. Oh dear. 51.39 for never satisfied, and I'm sure Rob won't be satisfied with that pull. He's a perfectionist, and he'll want to know what the heck went wrong there. Now this is the only competitor from Belgium. It's Petronas Mad Max with 45-year-old Lee Forger in charge. Easing the throttle forward on his DAF truck engine, but he's not got the balance right. But this is still a good pull. 95.96 for Petronas Mad Max from near Brussels in Belgium. And that should move him up to about 10th place in the standings if he holds his score. The Danish flag out on display for the next into the arena. Black Power with Paul A. Jensen. Can the 12 times European champion be impressive now? He was with his first full pull. Slowly away. And taking time to get it sorted. But he did. And that was a full pull to Black Power. He struggled a bit, but managed to get a full pull, where he joins Double Screaming and De Jong Special in the pull-off final, with 7 more to pull. Did it by the skin of his teeth. Now, second place in the standings is Woody Woodpecker, with Rod Newton from Rijsbergen near Breda in Holland. It's an International 1066 with 3 Holset turbos, and built for him by Rob van der Waal, who we saw earlier today with Never Satisfied. He's got good speed, and this is well on the way. And that is our 4th full pull of the day for Woody Woodpecker. And I think that Ron and Rob will be satisfied with that. And that's a nice pull to the woodpecker. Ron was third last year, and he's hoping to improve on that in 2012. Moving on now to some Danish tractors only interested in the Danish championships. This is Truck Power with Claus Larsen. He's converted this truck engine to methanol. And the firework display was free of charge. 68.9 for Truck Power. Nothing like an action replay. Probably broke a gasket there. Here's another Dane. Ghost with Kim Schultz. Been pulling for many years. Opening up his Meteor tank engines. He's just behind Truck Power, and 66.13 for Ghost means he'll probably stay there. Rocket Science is back for its second attempt. Only 19 meters last time out. Can 41-year-old Jack Steinen improve on that? Oh, he can indeed, but just short of the 100-meter mark, 97.41 for Rocket Science from Holland. And by the looks of it, Jack's a happy man. This is the last of the Danes. Black Lady with Lars Olsen. He's not converted his lady to methanol. Oh dear. 9.3 for Black Lady, and that won't get him many points in the Danish championships. Now there are two more to pull, and both are using the 90-meter rule. Museum's Power is first. Niels Olmer had 98.73 in his first attempt. Can he beat that? No, I don't think so. Short by about 6 meters. 92.84 is the score they record. But nothing ventured, nothing gained. But the Norwegian spectators enjoyed that. Now it's Green Monster from Germany, and Daniel Fischer needs to beat 93.63 to improve on his first attempt. Into the 80s and already beginning to slow. His distance 89.48, so over 4 meters down on his first pull. And no pull off for Daniel and Green Monster. But we do have Black Power, Double Screaming, De Jong Special and Woody Woodpecker. They're all capable of winning, but the favourite has to be Double Screaming. We're going to take a short break. Stay with us for the pull-off final after this. And welcome back to Herning. Black Power has a problem, which Paul A. Jensen is rushing to try and put right.
Jamen, jeg ved det faktisk ikke helt. Der er vel et eller andet, de glemte ind i rem. Der er lavet noget mærke.
He says he doesn't know what's happened, but something's punctured his blower belt,
Så jeg ved ikke lige, hvad helt, hvad der er sket.
which he's trying to fix and replace the belt. And while he gets down and dirty, we move on to De Jong Special with Tuan De Jong. Let's see what his two Rover Meteor engines can manage. They've altered the sledge to make it harder to pull. And De Jong Special is making a good job of it. And he sets the target to beat, 89.65. He was 9th before today's event, and that should move him up at least 3 places in the point standings. Paul Ayer still battling with the problems, which now concerns one of the engines, but he knows what he's doing. As we move on to the favourite, Double Screaming. 21-year-old student Berry Bohr is hoping to make it 5 wins out of 5 in this year's Eurocup. The two Brad Anderson Hemis battling with the sledge. It's a good pull. Oh, that's nearly 100 metres. 99.65 for Double Screaming, and Berry Bohr seems very confident as Black Power backs up to the sledge, and you can just imagine what's going through Paul Ayer's mind at the moment, wondering if his repairs will hold. Down with the visor and on with the power. 99.65 to beat. He's done it, and that's our new leader by more than 2 metres, 102.11, and he's delighted. They use a floating finish up to 110 metres in the finals. And Paul enjoyed that one, especially in front of his home crowd. And nothing like pleasing the public. Now this is the final tractor in the pull-off. Woody Woodpecker with Ron Newton from near Breda in Holland. Can he coax his 106 International engine to over 102 metres? He's making a good attempt. But well short. 87.57 means he's 4th in the pull-off. Black Power has won his first Eurocup event of the season. Double Screaming in 2nd place, De Jong 3rd, and Woody Woodpecker 4th. Now looking at the points table, Double Screaming is still leading in the points with 145. Black Power takes over 2nd spot with 107, pushing Woody Woodpecker down to 3rd with 102. The Kiss Misses, Pernilla, Anna and Nina are ready with the cups and champagne, waiting for the main man. Here he is, Paul Ayer Jensen with Black Power. The Danish flag splitting the two Dutch, and now it's who can get the champers open first. But you don't get any more points for that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Quite a lot of drama today.
Yeah, must say so. Tough day until now.
Yeah. Did you really believe that it would go like this? I mean, after all the drama at the starting area?
No, I was really thinking after the first one we had a big clutch problem, and I was thinking that was the end of the day. But we make some small changes and try to fix it, and it ended good.
You look satisfied.
Yeah, sure. We've done a lot of work this weekend, and the week before to make everything okay, and this is the reward.
Yeah, great.
Well, that's it from Herning. This is Roger England saying, hope you've enjoyed the pulling and stay safe.